We're going to be unboxing a rechargeable condenser lavalier microphone coming up next. First off, I want to get the disclosure out of the way, but this one's going to be a little weird. The video's not sponsored. That is pretty straightforward, but you're also supposed to declare on YouTube if you receive the product for free or at a discount, and I'm not certain how to answer that question for this one. It's an unusual story. So, about a year ago, this company contacted me and asked if I would do a review of their product in exchange for a free sample. And I agreed, but what they wanted to do was send me 50% of the cost in advance, then I was to purchase it, then when I sent them proof of the purchase, they were going to send the other 50%. So they did send the first 50%. I did order the microphone. I did send them the screenshot of the purchase and the purchase order. They never sent the second 50%. So that was a year ago. I've waited a full year to see if they would reimburse me for the full product. And so at this point, they haven't. So at this point, I got this at a 50% discount. So just full disclosure there. I've been putting off recording this because I wasn't sure if I wanted to share that kind of behind the scenes stuff. I asked for some advice in the Small YouTubers Boost Facebook group that I run, and the advice was pretty consistent. Just tell the story and sort of let the chips fall where they may. So I like to be a good partner for businesses that I partner with, but I also at the same time want to be completely honest and straightforward. So with all of that out of the way, let's actually get into unboxing this thing and see what exactly is contained in this MAONO Rechargeable Condenser Lavalier Microphone. Now, previously on this channel, I did review a different lavalier microphone, the Pop Voice, the PV510 Plus lavalier microphone, and it sucked. You can watch that video on the channel if you want. Heads up, it might give you a headache. The audio quality coming out of this was complete trash. So, in case you're wondering if we tell you the truth, we do not recommend this one. But let's unbox this guy here, and also stay tuned for where we will see about testing out the audio quality we get out of this. But first off, let's just check out the product. So, okay, this is kind of nice. It just slides open like that. There we go. The packaging design is kind of nice. You got the silicate gel there, so that just keeps moisture from getting in there, so don't eat that. You know what? Don't eat any of this. It's a microphone. It's not food. This is kind of an interesting packaging layout. They got a little tab here that I think I can open. It's kind of, whoop, no, there goes the, there goes the silicate. Okay. This feels a little unnecessary to me from a packaging standpoint. It's nicely presented. So let's see here. All right, so in the box underneath, you have a USB connection here. It's not USB-C. It's one step older generation from the connection to the actual device. It comes in a nice little bag here. It's got an interesting kind of texture to it, so a little carrying bag for it, which I think is nice. And it does have a user manual. And so the user manual looks pretty short, pretty straightforward. Diving in back to the actual microphone itself, let's take a look at what we've got here. So this is interesting. It has one of these older connections here. So, you know, like if you had a stereo in the 80s, you might have had a connection like this one here. That's sort of the full-size audio connection, but you can actually, it looks like you can just pop off, yeah. And there you can get your sort of standard connection. Let's get this sucker out of here. So this looks like the actual microphone. Now, versus the Pop Voice, this looks much more elaborate, and it does look much more professional. I have been on a few professional shoots with professional camera crews, and so I've had like mic packs that I've used, and so like lav mics and things like that. So this is actually relatively small, which is nice. It's relatively innocuous. You could probably easily hide it behind a tie or just on the inside of a shirt. And it looks like this does come with a sort of a soft cover there and a clip. Let's take a look at all of that, put it all together, and see how it looks. First off, as I said, there's the microphone there, and so it does have this little cover that you can put on it. Let's see how easy it is to get this on. Okay, not too bad. A little delicate to get that on there just right. Doesn't cover the whole thing. Comes down to sort of that first line, the little groove on the microphone. And so there I've got my sort of soft cover on that. And here we have the clip. Now I may have, that is really stiff. Which, I mean, is good because that means that it has like really strong grip strength for if you were to attach it to something. I think I probably wanted to attach this before the soft part, so let's just do that because I think it slides over. It kind of opens a little bit and pinches, which is interesting. So it's like a little spiral thing. That's not like a solid circle. It's kind of spiraled, sort of like a paper clip. Bit of a struggle. Maybe the instructions would help. I'm being one of those guys who doesn't read the instructions today. Okay, I see. I get it. So it's got this little thing here that you can push down on. And so when you push down on it, it opens the circle. And then you can guide the circle into the groove on the actual microphone. There you go. And now that's pretty stable. So that's good. And what's nice is the clip pivots. It looks like it's on a pivot, maybe. So we can kind of clip that on there. That's kind of nice. So I'm going to go and put the sort of the dead cat soft cover back on the mic here. There we go. And so there you have it. And you've got quite a bit of cord here, which is fantastic. That's definitely something that you're going to want, especially if you're sort of feeding it like through the back and like to clip here under your clothes somewhere, which, I mean, you probably are going to want to do for that professional look, because as much as possible, you want your microphone not to appear in the shot. Now, I know for live streamers, there's a difference of opinion. Some live streamers feel that it makes them feel a little bit more real, seem a bit more real when they've got like a big microphone in the shot. Personally, I like the idea of having the microphone out of view. Right now I am using my Fine microphone. You can find a review about that on this channel, and a pop filter, which I think is critical for those desktop microphones, but they're just out of frame. And that's sort of how I like to set up my shot, but to each their own. I just like that cleaner look. So yeah, you can clamp that on just right there. That's quite nice. Nice and stiff, which means it's good gripping. You fight a little bit to get it on, but that's all right. But look at how long this cord is. This cord, like that's like half of it. And then like there's this bit here, which looks like that would go on for days. Like I think this thing is much, like this cord is probably taller than I am. Because look at this, this just goes, I mean, you got a rat's nest risk here that it's just going to get like too much. But again, this could be very good so that you can have, you know, the microphone kind of running wherever you want. It's this is an issue though. This could be a bit of a problem. But you see that there's a lot of cord there. I won't make you sit there and watch as I try to unravel it. Okay, I've got it. And yeah, like, look at this. This goes on 1 meter, 2 meters, probably, yeah, about 3 meters in total cable length, which is kind of cool. So like if you needed to attach it to a camera that's pretty far away, in fact, maybe we'll do it right now with this setup. We might just give that a try. Okay. So just before we get too much further, we also have the control piece here, and it has a clip on it as well. So if you needed or wanted to clip that on like you would a mic pack, that's not a bad idea. And it just has a simple on and off position. It's interesting, the off position is marked smartphone, and the on says others. This is actually battery driven. So like when you turn it on, there's a green light that appears. This has its own battery, and there is where you would plug it in to charge it. Right there. You've got the little connection, USB connection that plugs to this cable, and then you could charge. So, all right, there we go. And then if you wind up this cord, if you're able to get this organized nicely, then of course you can put it all in the bag. So in terms of presentation, this definitely feels professional. It looks relatively slick, but as we learned with the pop voice, which was no good, the proof is really going to be in the pudding. We're going to need to test this out to see what kind of quality we get out of it. We're just going to do a quick comparison here because the cable is long enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch switch to my camcorder audio, which is not going to sound as good as what you've been listening to. It's not my fine microphone with the pop filter and all that stuff. We're going to go to the camcorder audio now, so you can hear what I sound like with the camcorder. I'm going to use a test phrase. My test phrase is going to be, subscribe to Vacation Impossible on YouTube. Get a little self-promotion in there. I'm now going to plug this into the camcorder so you can hear how that sounds on this microphone versus the camcorder itself. So that plugged in quite easily. No problems there. Now let's get this clipped on. I'm just going to quickly clip it on. I don't need to go through putting it all the way up my shirt. Just going to go like this here. All right. And so it's currently set to off smartphone. I'm going to switch to on others and see how that works and see if it picks that up well. You know, it's interesting. When I switched it to the on position, I'm now having an audio meter appear in my Canon camcorder. So clearly on is what it needs to be. I'm seeing the audio level there. It looks like it's spiking. So I'm going to try and speak a little softer. Okay, interesting. I'm probably spiking the audio, so I'm going to try and speak a little more softly. And so our test phrase is subscribe to Vacation Impossible on YouTube. So now you can kind of compare how it sounds on this microphone versus the fine microphone that I was using versus the camcorder audio. And so give it a listen and decide for yourself. Do you think that this sounds better than just the camcorder? How does it compare versus the fine? Let me know in the comments. Would love to hear. And just let me know. Question of the day. Do you think this is a buy? Do you think this is a recommend from what you've seen in this very video? And don't forget to check out the other awesome videos on this channel. We have a trilogy of videos that will show you search engine optimization for your title, your description, and your tags in your YouTube videos. It's absolutely critical. If you want to get views while you snooze, you got to have the videos perform for you, not just when you're pushing them on social media. And SEO is a big part of how you do that. We've also got videos about how to get 1,000 subscribers, how to get 10 subscribers a day, 100 subscribers in 30 days, whatever your goal is. We've got a video, and each one of those three has different tips that will get you hopefully to those goals. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, please give it a like. The more likes we get on videos like this, we might do more unboxings, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.